Hi, I'm Crabtree, and in this video I want to show you how you can use PolyNome to help you work on practicing changing rates. So a really difficult thing to do when you're drumming is to accurately change from, for example, 8th notes to 16th notes into triplets. So if you're doing this with a regular click, so 1, 2, 3, 4, if you play 8s and then triplets, 16ths, triplets. So if you're playing just to a quarter note click like that, the first thing is it's hard to tell if you're really lining up with the click because the sound of the practice pad and the sound of the metronome are very different. So even if you're exactly on the click, you'll probably still be able to hear it because it's such a different sound. The second thing is you don't know whether you accurately played the rate until the next quarter note comes along, because you're playing, say, 8th notes and then you switch to triplets, and only when the next click happens do you know whether you were accurate with your spacing of the individual notes in the triplet, and you'll hear whether you're a little bit early or a little bit late with the click. So PolyNome allows you to program in rate changes. So what I have here, and you can download this preset using the link underneath the video, and I'll put it in the video as well on the screen. And basically what I've done is I've programmed in on metronome 1, 2 beats of rest followed by 2 beats of 16ths, and then 2 beats of rest followed by 2 beats of 16th triplets, and then 2 beats of rest followed by 2 beats of 32nd notes, and then back down to the triplets and back down to the 16ths. So this is what metronome 1 sounds like, and I've programmed it using this, essentially a practice pad sound. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, and then it loops. And in metronome 2, I've programmed the same thing, but the beats happen in the first 2 beats, and then there's 2 beats of rest. So if I bring up the volume of metronome 2, we will hear constant 16th notes played between metronome 2 and then metronome 1, and then constant 16th triplets. So using this, you can try and play along. And then what you can do is mute metronome 1, and so you'll have 2 beats of the rate you have to play and 2 beats of rest where you can then play it. So I'm going to mute metronome 1 here. So now we get this. Okay, so I'm filling in the gaps there. And then finally, I've set it up so that the sticking assigned to these is a single stroke roll, and you have individual control of the right and left hands here. So this is a pretty fun thing to do. I'm going to bring up the volume again of metronome 1, sorry. So we'll have the pattern all the way through, but I'm going to take out the left hand part of the pattern in metronome 1. So now what we get is the whole rate and then just the right hand part for the second 2 beats. And what you can do then is fill in that left hand part, which is kind of fun. Okay, and you could do the same filling in the right hand part. So you could have the whole pattern here. If I mute the left hand of metronome 2 as well, then I can fill in the gaps. Oops. So you're essentially playing, it's like playing with another drummer and you're filling in the gaps. And like I said, if you have PolyNome, you can download this preset to play along to. And another kind of cool thing is that all this is logged. It's stored as rates practice 2, and you can view in the practice log all of the practice that you've done for Rage Practice 2, and there's charts on here that show you how much time you've spent. So I've actually spent 18 minutes working with this preset over time, and none of that was recently. I did it back in December, and I've done it at 120 BPM mainly, but it shows you the tempos that you've worked on it as well. So that's PolyNome. That's a little Rage practice exercise. If you want to find out more about PolyNome, go to polynome.net, and if you want to find more drum lessons, go to joecrabtree.com. Thank you for watching.